This is Alex Harris for BBTV. Today I'm here with Sheldon McDonald. Sheldon, first of all, how are we doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Down here at the media workout, giving some support to my fellow stablemates. Yeah, it's been a good event.
It is indeed. And for yourself, first of all, mate, how's things going?
Everything's going well. I've been ticking over in the gym, learning on some new things, and just itching to get back out there.
Amazing. I mean, you're back out on this event, and how nice is it, and how happy are you with how active you've been so far?
I'd like to be more active this year, but it's no fault of my own. This is what happens in boxing. You got to stay patient. So yeah, I'm happy training in the gym, doing development where I'm at. I've got a good team around me: Johnny Nelson, Roger Sampson, Gary Wilson. Like, they're all pushing me and guiding my career. So yeah, I'm in a good spot at the minute.
How nice is it to have somebody like Johnny Nelson with you and giving you his advice? Of course, he's been around the sport for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. Like, obviously, it's good to have that little rubber stamp mark on the things that I'm doing. It does a lot in terms of like the motivation and the mental side of the boxing game, and also going out there and actively getting me people to fight. So yeah, it's really good to have him in my corner, and it's a pleasure working with him.
Amazing. And I mean, for yourself and that kind of mental side of things, how tough has it ever been for you? Has there ever been times, even after the defeat, has there ever been times where maybe you've not really wanted to go to the gym, but what has been that motivation for you to keep on going?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, boxing is a very mentally tough sport. You know, a lot of people say it's 60% mental and 30-40% physical. So yeah, it definitely, there's peaks and troughs. There's times when you're flying in the gym, there's times when you're not. There's things what happen in your personal life, what come along and disrupt your routine. But it's about getting focused, getting in there, and progressing. And as long as you're moving forward, you got to be patient, and you just have a bit of faith that things are going to come your way.
And a lot of people outside of kind of professional boxing do boxing to kind of let out a bit of anger and stuff like that. But how difficult can it be sometimes when things are maybe going on outside to not kind of bring that emotion into even just the gym as well as fights?
Well, that's what I mean. From the outside, a lot of people think that with things going on out in your life and it affects your boxing. But for me, it's always been a safe place to go. To obviously blow off some steam. And obviously going through that process, it helps out, when you're going through things, personally. So, yeah, boxing is a beautiful sport, and I've always done it as a kid. My dad was a Thai boxer, so I've always had them qualities and them skills, obviously going through just the small things that, when I was younger, and then obviously into my adult life, my life, it revolves around my training.
Amazing. I mean, like you said, your dad was involved in mixed martial arts of a kind, and how much have your family and how much do they support you in your journey?
Yeah, I've got massive support. Whatever I'm doing, I was that kid when I was younger. I want to do football this week. Next week I wanted to do cricket. I think I had a tennis set. I've done every single sport. Table tennis. Very competitive person. So, and my parents and my family have always supported me in anything I'm doing.
Shame I missed Sheldon McDonald table tennis tournament.
Yeah, that's it, man. I used to play for Yorkshire as a kid. Yeah, when I was in my school days, and I still, like to, play with my friends, and very competitive with that as well.
Good to hear. And just to speak about this fight you've got coming up, do you feel like you're progressing in the right direction?
Yeah, I'm definitely progressing in the right direction. I've not got a big level of amateur experience, so I'm just learning on the job. I'm progressing how I can, developing on my skills, and seeing how far I can take this boxing.
Amazing. I mean, on your record-wise on paper, you haven't got loads of stoppages, but do you feel like with time and with maybe the improvements in opponents, you're going to have more stoppages come your way?
Yeah, definitely. Once I start relaxing and not going out for the stoppage and working on things that we're doing in the gym, I've found that the stoppages are coming. I think it's very difficult to obviously implement some of the tactics, in a 4-round fight. So I feel like when the rounds do increase, that's when different aspects to my training and my game plan will come into fruition, and obviously I'll get a lot more stoppages.
That's good to hear. I mean, from these kind of bigger guys that are fighting, sometimes they don't always have the best gas tanks and don't always fight that well in the later rounds. And do you kind of pride yourself in having that good gas tank and that good work rate?
Yeah, well, definitely. When I was in the boxer series, having to deal with multiple fights on one night, you know, and running out of steam in a couple of them fights there. That was a very big highlight for me, that you know, the gas tank needs to be filled, and you know, building upon that stamina is very important. So yeah, I definitely, as I move throughout the rounds, you know, and managing rounds, and you know, keeping sharp and focused. Yeah, it's imperative, and I'm definitely working on that.
Amazing. And I mean, speaking about the Boxer series, when you are coming up and having and fighting for a big card like that, how much did it kind of boost your platform?
Yeah, it was a very good experience. You know, that's why obviously I didn't get my hand raised as the winner of that tournament. But in terms of platform and exposure and you know, experience on a bigger stage, it was definitely beneficial, and I'll do it again at a drop of a hat.
Amazing. And I mean, for your relationship with Izzy, of course, you're one of his fighters. You've been fighting regularly on his cards now. And what is your relationship like with him?
Yeah, it's really good. When I was a young kid in my dad's boxing gym, I remember seeing Izzy and multiple different other older Sheffield fighters, and that was when he was boxing. He kind of obviously he was still involved with many different gyms, and now he's taken on to the promoting, and it's really good. We've got a really good relationship, and we are very good friends. And to see him growing and doing what he's doing and putting on these good events, and me being able to be a part of it, it's really good.
And how far do you think you're away from possibly headlining your own event?
I don't think I'm that far away, you know. In my looking at the landscape of my weight division, you know, from these learning fights, from you know the step up, there's not a big gap to go through. So once I'm ready and once I've got the you know, got all the experience I need, and I've got the dancing partners, you know, in terms of titles and stuff like that, then Sheffield's a beautiful city for boxing, and they'll definitely be turning out for the fights.
Amazing. And one final question, just for the fans coming out for you and that always come out for you, what would you like to say to them?
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you for supporting the journey. I hope you enjoyed the fight. It's going to be a big show. Izzy put a lot of hard work into it. There's going to be 12 fights, so you're definitely getting, you know, your money's worth. And I'll definitely be looking to put a good show and make that night worth it.
Amazing. Sheldon, thank you very much, mate.